In the outskirts of a small town stood a large, neglected house. Its peeling paint, cracked windows, and overgrown front yard all added to its eerie atmosphere. However, for the Thompson family who had just moved to the town, the house was the dream home they had been searching for. Jake Thompson, a 45-year-old father, brought his family to the house with hopes of starting a new life after losing his beloved wife in a car accident. He and his 2 children, Sarah, 17 years old, and Daniel, 12 years old, hoped that the new house would give them a chance to heal from their deep sorrow. However, from the beginning, they felt that something was amiss with the house. The atmosphere inside was chilly, and they often sensed an unseen presence. Initially, they dismissed these feelings as an adaptation to the new environment, but as time went on, the presence became more palpable. On their first night in the house, they heard strange noises coming from the dark hallways. Sarah, who was skeptical, tried to reassure herself that it was just the old house settling. However, when mysterious shadows began to appear in the middle of the night, fear crept into their hearts. Strange occurrences began to happen regularly. Objects moved on their own, lights flickered suddenly, and voiceless screams echoed throughout the house. Sarah and Daniel started to feel scared to be alone in the house, and Jake could no longer ignore his discomfort. One night, during a heavy rainstorm, they heard the laughter of children in the living room. But when they went to investigate, the room was empty. Suddenly, a shadowy figure of a woman appeared at the end of the hallway, her long hair hanging around her pale face. Sarah screamed, while Daniel clung to his leg tightly. Jake tried to chase after the figure, but the closer he got, the faster it vanished. They felt trapped in an unseen circle of terror, and the more they tried to uncover the truth, the more frightening it became. They decided to seek help from a local paranormal expert. A renowned paranormal investigator, Professor Elizabeth Morgan, agreed to investigate the house. She came equipped with special equipment and began conducting cleansing rituals. However, the deeper Professor Morgan delved into the house, the more apparent it became that the house had a dark, undisclosed history. She found evidence that the house had once been the residence of a young woman who died under mysterious circumstances. The woman, named Emily, was believed to have died in a strange accident. However, according to local legend, her spirit still haunted the house, seeking justice for her tragic death. Emily's long hair became a signature of the apparition often seen in the house. With Professor Morgan's help, the Thompson family tried to communicate a message to Emily's spirit and help her find peace. They performed a series of rituals and prayers, hoping to end the terror they were experiencing. However, the more they tried to appease the spirit, the angrier and more aggressive the apparition became. Emily's shadow appeared more frequently, and the terror in the house grew more intense. On a dark and eerie night, as a thunderstorm raged in the sky, the Thompson family found themselves trapped in a battle between the real world and the supernatural. They had to confront the dark secrets of the house and understand the truth behind Emily's death before it was too late. In a spine-chilling final showdown, they managed to uncover the mystery behind the haunted house. They discovered that Emily had been murdered by someone she once loved, and her spirit couldn't rest until her killer was brought to justice. With Professor Morgan's assistance, they succeeded in bringing the truth to light. Emily's murderer was apprehended, and her spirit could finally rest in peace. The house, once filled with terror and darkness, now became a place of peace and tranquility. The Thompson family left the house feeling relieved and at peace. Though the experience left a deep mark on their minds, they knew that they had overcome the supernatural terror that threatened their family, and in the process, they discovered strength and resilience they didn't know they possessed.